Hello, educator friends, and welcome to the School Life series. I'm your host, Ross Braun, and I want to start off by saying thank you. Thank you for joining us on this episode. Thank you for tuning in and seeing what the School Life series is all about. If you are new to the community, then I wanted to give you a little background. The School Life series is a safe place for educators. It's a place where educators come to grow, to learn, and to fill their cup. Over the past 4 seasons, we have had so many just incredible educators, the best of the best from all around the country have been on as guests, people that are great educators, but even better human beings who come on, share their story, share so many takeaways, tips, tricks on all of the topics that you need, whether you're a teacher, a counselor, a principal, whatever your role is in education, we've got something for you here. So you can go back wherever you get your podcast, wherever you came from right now, then search all of the previous episodes. There's so many to list, too many to share and talk about right now. And so, a little introduction or reintroduction to me. My name is Ross Braun, and I am a proud forever educator. Started my teaching career in second grade, coached every sport you could think of, taught in elementary, I was an athletic director, was an assistant principal, and then found myself as an award-winning elementary principal before I knew it. And 3 years ago, I took a big leap of faith and took an opportunity that I could not pass up. And I joined the school life team. I am the VP of positive education at School Life. And to go along with that, I also provide professional development for schools and districts all over the country where I work with teachers, staff, principals, and providing the PD they deserve that's high energy and high impact. And then one of my most exciting things that I've done the past few years is host this podcast. And it's filled my bucket as much as I hope it's filled thousands of educators buckets all across the country. So thank you again for tuning in. And this next season is for you for the summer, and it's called the summer PD season. I am a firm believer that the summertime is the time to reset. It is the time to recharge and then the time to reflect and start looking into the next school year. So, this season is going to be filled with great educators, great human beings, hot topics in education. A lot of expertise will be shared. And so, I hope you tune in. And the beauty of it, hopefully, you're listening in, watching at the pool, at the lake, drink in your hand, wherever it may be, but you are not in school. And so that's what today is all about. I'm going to give you just like a 10-minute introduction to what I call the summer reset. And so we're going to pull out some tips and tricks for you as the school principal, but also if you're a teacher in any capacity in education, you will take away some things from this. So these come directly from an article that I wrote with the one and only Todd Nesloney. I write a standing article in the TEPSA, the Elementary Principals Association, their bi-monthly magazine that they send out. And this is from the latest episode. And again, it's the summer reset. So a few tips and tricks for you, the educator, as you go into the next couple months of summer. And number one, it's to schedule your rest. Schedule your time away. Truly detach from the school building at some point. For some of you, you're saying, I can't do that. I work a year round calendar. Schedule a few days off, at least a few days. And if it's not on the calendar, it won't happen. You'll find yourself going into the office every single day, checking your emails every single day. But no, I want you to truly block off a time to just disconnect. Not working from home, not checking emails, actually detach from your role for at least a couple days. If you can squeeze in a couple weeks, then please do so. But schedule it, put it on your calendar, let everyone know in your district, your building, your office, I am away. Trust me, you will thank me after you get that time. Number two, as you're out doing this, I want you to reconnect with yourself. Take time to remember who you are outside of the role. One of the things that just drives me crazy is I work with educators all across the country. I ask them to describe themselves and they say, I'm a teacher, I'm a principal, I'm an assistant principal. That's number one. And that's not the case. You are so much more outside of your role. So the summer is the perfect time to ask yourself, like, what energizes me? What did I love before this role consumed 99.9% of my life? What relationships in my life need more of my attention? How can I pour into my family, my faith, my fitness, hobbies, travel? What can I do to just reconnect with what brings me joy? And I hope your job brings you joy, but at the same time, it shouldn't be the only thing that brings you joy. So this summer, get away and reconnect with yourself. Number three is to reflect before you plan. So you get away, you're reconnecting with yourself, and then you dive right back into your job, into your role, and we start planning for next school year, 26, 27, and all we do is just start planning right away. But I want you to take some time to reflect. We don't do this enough in education. Reflect on what went well, what went wrong, what could have gone better in 25 and 26. Because so many times we just get on the hamster wheel and we do the exact same thing that we did last year and it didn't work or it could have been better. But we're just going to do it because it's easy, because I already have the materials, because everyone knows how that works. What are we doing to better ourselves each and every year? And ask yourselves, is this truly what's best for kids? Are we using best practices? So pause, reflect, ask yourself some questions personally too, like what drained me in this role? What took up all of my time and my energy? Where did I feel like I was overextended last school year? Or what systems need more of me and more of my time so we can strengthen them? So in hindsight or in afterwards, then you can give more of your time, your energy to other places that deserve you. The number three is to reflect before you plan. Number four, as you start going into next school year, is to build a boundaries blueprint. Don't just go through another year feeling that way you felt all last year. You know what I'm talking about? Exhausted, defeated, barely keeping your head above water. No, that's not you. That's not for you. I want you to love the school year, look forward to it, not feel those signs of exhaustion. So if you ended up at the end of this school year feeling exhausted, that was probably a reason for it. Summer is your opportunity to adjust. So ask yourself some questions as you're reflecting and building your boundaries blueprint. What meetings can I delegate to someone else? What meetings can I cancel and take off everybody's plate? What processes can be systemized so they don't have to involve me every single step of the way? What fires can be put out by being proactive? And that's a whole nother conversation. I've got a whole session that I love, being the proactive principal. Reach out. Let's talk about it. Bring me to your school or whatever it may be, because being proactive in education is so important. And school after school after school that I work with and I see, they're only being reactive. Everything from student behaviors to systems to transitions. And it's time that we get proactive in education. So that's number four, building your boundaries. And then the last one, number five, summer is the perfect time for this. It's to invest in your profession. Summer is the best time to learn and grow. Talked to a principal earlier today. She said, I've never been to a conference. Let's change that. Summer is the perfect time to find a conference, whether it's in your state, out of state, whether it's a national conference or a local regional conference. Go and learn. And what I told her, I'm going to tell you now. Yes, you will learn from some of the best presenters and people in education, but more importantly, you're going to connect with other principals. This job can feel so lonely and so isolated. But when you go to conferences, you're going to find other principals that are feeling the same way you are. You exchange numbers and contacts. And then in October, when you're feeling that certain way, you need to vent, you can call them and vent and ask them questions. How did you handle this? I've got a student that's behaving this way. Have you ever seen it before? That is when you truly move the needle, not only for your school, but for you personally as well. So choose your conference wisely. If you want to reach out, I've got a ton to recommend to you. Some that I speak at, some that I've been at, some that I know people that are presenting at. and I can steer you in the right direction. So, in the end, let me tell you this: when a leader returns to their school, to the office, and they are energized, they went out and they reconnected, they went out and they started planning strategically after reflecting, your staff will feel it. Your students will feel it. Your families will feel it. The culture in your building will feel it because your tone sets the temperature of that entire building. Like my good friend Tron Young says, be the thermostat, not the thermometer. Set the temperature of your building, of your culture next school year. If you walk in focused, grounded, your campus is going to start stronger. Wellness is contagious, just like your burnout is, and just like your burnout was last year. Make wellness a priority for you and everybody on your team this year. So that's all I've got for your summer reset, your intro. Coming up in the next few episodes, we're going to dive into specific topics for you, for this school, for this coming school year that you need to make your school a better place to be, to make you a better educator, principal, teacher, whatever your role may be. Thank you for tuning in today for the School Life series. I hope you enjoyed this short episode, and I'm excited to see you on the next one. Until then, be great today.